They have rage bottled up inside of them. But the point I'm making, and when I got back to knowing your energy and learning the vibration of your body and getting in touch with your intuition, learning to go within, is that it's going to always be fucked up men out here like that that's looking for a victim, but you don't have to ever run across them again. Once you know who you are and you know that you fucked up in the head, because any woman that will let a man do that to her is fucked up in the head. It's not her. She'll make him think that it's her. He'll make her think that it's her in the sense that you ain't doing this or that. That's why I beat your ass. That's why I ignored you. That's why I dogged you. It's only her. She's a problem in the sense that she doesn't know that she's divine, that she doesn't realize she's in vagina power, and she always had vagina power. She gave it to a sick motherfucker that called himself a man because he got a dick with some fucking nuts. When you know who you are and she heals those issues and she stands in vagina power, she realizes that she's a divine creator and that no man can come into her experience or come across the threshold of her pussy without her consent, and that she decides what type of men she does and does not have. Her vibration will be raised so high above that type of predator, they won't even come into her realm. They won't even come into her atmosphere because their vibration is so low. That's why it's so important to learn about vibrations and our energy fields and our chakras and what our body is saying and what it's not saying, because men are smarter than women think. A lot of people say women are smarter than men, and well, a lot of times when you're dead to the knowledge of who you are, when your brain is cut off from your pussy and you going by what you feeling and what eyes popping and throbbing when a certain dick come by, and he can pick up on it because he's aware of himself and his penis power and you're not, then in that situation you're going to lose.
Right.
You're not going to be in vagina power. You're going to be in vagina pain because you forgot. Fucking vagina pain, head knocked up against the headboard, damn hip dislocated, and damn head fucked up. Because you going to commit to him, but all he going to commit to is his dick and his nuts.
Exactly. And on a side note for what you were saying about women not understanding their vagina power and their energy, I look at a lot of the black women in my family. I look at my mother and I look at my grandmother, and you know, God rest her soul, my grandmother has passed away. But my grandmother, when she got older, she would sit and talk to me and tell me, if she felt better about herself, she would have made better choices in men, because the men that she dealt with were alcoholics, drunks, bums. I mean, some of them were decent, but they weren't really about anything, and they did her wrong. They ran her over, and my mother would tell me that my grandmother never taught her anything when she was coming up. My mother in some ways repeated that cycle. And, with my sister, she had a lot of low-down men in her life. But coming up, my mother was always told, you ain't nothing but a stink-tail girl and this and that. Yeah. And my mother, she's a teacher, and she looked at how some of the teachers talk to little girls in the class, and they'd be like, close your legs, girl, you fast and you're fresh. And these are little 4 or 5-year-old girls. Now, if a man is getting aroused by a child, then there's something wrong with the man. But women are taught to hate their vaginas. It's dirty. It's nasty. It's nasty. It's just bad. So I think that's another reason why women don't give off, that energy, that vibration, that they are special. They are divine. They're goddesses, and not any old dick can just run up in them.
Miseducation.
It's very powerful what you said, and that's, I saw that and I heard that, and I remember being around, because there were so many women in my family that were alone and didn't have men around, and the men they fucked them over and left them, and they were country women, they were country, and they came up here, to Atlanta, and they were basically juke joint bitches. They were the kind of women that would go in a club and would see a nigga they wanted, and they didn't care if he was with another woman, and they would just go take him. And then, and I see that why, now that makes sense, that we're talking about this, why the women in my family never trust women, because I saw them basically take what they wanted. So they felt like if they were that way, then everybody was that way, and then I would, hear the disappointment in them. I was 5 or 6 years old, and I remember being around my aunts and my female cousins and be like, oh, did such and such have a baby? Yeah, child, another split tail running around here. Damn, why all these damn split tail, these stinking tail, fast-ass gals? It was always a hot, fast-ass split tail gal.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't understand that then, but a part of me knew, just intuitively, that there was something wrong with me because I was a split tail too. So many of us, we grow up with this, but you know what? We have a lot of pussy envy too. We have a lot of young girls and teenagers. I mean, I've even seen little babies do it. I've seen little girls compete. You've never been around babies, and when a baby gets a certain age, or even little kids, let's say if they got a new baby brother or something, or baby sister, they go and start beating the baby ass behind the mama's back so the baby can't fucking talk. So they put shit in the baby's mouth. Those supposed to be hollering, and you don't, what's wrong with him? I don't know, mama. You done bust a motherfucker in the head while you went to the kitchen. Because it's like intuitively, there is some insecurity issue, like I'm not special anymore. I'm not the baby because everybody's coming in here wooing this baby, bringing this baby goddamn gifts and shit, like he's, you know, baby Jesus, and just like this is something so spectacular. And it's like, okay, well, they ain't finishing to me. Well, wait till everybody leave. I'm going to beat his ass again. And I've actually caught little kids doing stuff like that. And then it's not just because we're grown. You have to realize this shit is, we're so powerful and we're so intuitive that even though kids don't know how to really speak with their mouth, they can still sense, they feel threatened. And a lot of kids will get insecure when other children come around, and that's what a lot of the fights are about. Well, we have a lot of pussy fights. So we got to do another show. We just dedicated it to that pussy competition, because I've seen women do that to me, and I've seen women do it to other women. And all of us have jealousies and insecurities, because I have them to deal with too. But I just don't attack women or try to compete with them, because it's just stupid. I just don't see a reason to compete with another woman. It's just basically you focus on what you have, and you be the best that you can be. But and every man's not going to want you or want your type. Oh, well. You know, get over it. Just be the best you can be. And even if it's a nigga you want, if you don't want you, fucking get over it and move on and learn to love and respect your look and what you were given. If you want to change some shit, change some shit. But you need to really, that's a difficult thing, because when society doesn't teach us to do that, it teaches us to compete and fight with, but it's just stupid to fight about somebody that don't goddamn want you. And I've seen as soon as a certain woman comes in the room, or a certain type of woman, her ass is shaped a certain way, and asses have energy. I mean, we just have to be honest about that. A big booty coming in, motherfucker bouncing when the bitch walk, like a goddamn bolo bat, a bolo bolo. You know how them certain balloons, when they go up and down and bounce, look like you got them put a plate and some collard greens and cornbread on my ass, motherfucker be bouncing and sitting up. That kind of energy is going to make niggas look, and you know that. It's going to even make women look. When and her titties are full, you know, the hair flowing, beautiful teeth, beautiful skin. When that kind of woman comes in the room, she gives off a certain energy. She gives off a certain scent, especially if she knows that she is the shit. Women instantly start pulling their guns out. And when I'm saying pulling their guns out, it means they start plotting, they start, you know, getting threatened, they start getting insecure. I don't see women start getting sick when a certain woman comes in the room. I'm talking about physically sick.
No. And I'm just, I totally agree with you, because I don't understand. Like, I know, and especially as black, well, we have issues and insecurities that we have to deal with, but to go full throttle with an attack or just, you know, being offensive to other black women or other women, I look at it like this. A beautiful woman is a dime a dozen. There are beautiful women that you see all the time. What are you going to be? You're going to be angry with every beautiful woman that you see instead of trying to build up who you are? Yeah, I know that bitch. She thinks she's cute. You know, you think she's cute. Nah, you think she's cute. That's all. And you bad because she's cute.
And that is a reality. Look at that bitch coming on.
I know you heard it too, real talk now.
I'm laughing because I hear it.
This is a reality. You go into any city, especially any beauty salon or whatever. I'm so sick of that. Oh, I'm so sick of that bitch, and then say so, and that's how it goes, and it's because it's hating. And I could really relate to you as far as with the juke joint, because my
not a juke joint.
I mean, not the juke. Well, basically, what, you know, the club where, you know, they have some old club